As B&K have said, well, second pick isn't working for us, so now that it's later in Fearless, let's go back to first pick. And Gen.G, of course, will take blue side still.
Yeah, we tend to see the opposite. You know, we talked about this before. It tends to be start of the series, you go on first pick, then it switches to second pick. Clearly, B&K FearX are like, look, this isn't working for us, we're going to switch things up. Potential last game of the series, they need a win. They need a win, and then 2 more after that. If they want to be the first representative of the LCK at first stand for 2026, if they want to be continuing their run in the upper bracket, they at least need a win in this game to continue their hopes there. They will open with a Nocturne ban, maybe suggesting they want to trade like Ryze and Orianna, and they want to take the Ryze and don't want to give over Orianna Nocturne. Could be an indication they've gone heavy on the jungle bans here, which does mean a lot of stuff is going to be left open and available that was banned before. Orianna's going to be banned by Gen.G, so that Ryze Orianna trade isn't going to be able to happen. So far, Gwen, Ryze, Yunara, Nico. These are the picks I'm kind of looking at that were banned last time. They're still there.
We want to play Ryze.
Oh, what gives you that impression, Brendan?
Oh, it's just a good pick nowadays.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
So will Gen.G ban Ryze? Will they play Cassiopeia into it? I think especially because like Talia's not available, which you've seen often traded, they are just going to ban Ryze. So right now, Yunara being available, huge pick for Diablo. We know he likes to play. Not going to be looked at. Straight for the TF for Vikla. On the side of Gen.G,
just play Galio.
You could go for the Yunara yourselves. You could go Yunara Nico, you go Yunara Gwen, you go Gwen Nico, if you want to try and secure some of those OPs. There are a couple of jungle bans, so if you want to go in the jungle direction, you could also try and secure something there. But I feel like jungle priorities kind of dropped off a cliff a decent amount. Looks like, though, Chovy wanted to go for the Mel was something they banned last game. Seems like he puts a lot of stock into it, and you can reflect the stun card. So, decent amount of value there. If they really want to make the TF's life hell, they would also go to Fury, which we saw from Pioshik the other day.
Do it.
No, I don't think they will do that.
Yunara.
They're going to go Yunara. And now, for the side of B&K, looking at Ezreal for Diablo in this situation. Do you go Ezreal Nico here? Ezreal Karma, if you're expecting them to go Nico. Karma is something we've seen picked a lot into Nico.
Yeah.
So it'd be really difficult for Yunara and Nico to come through here. And they will go with that Ezreal Karma. The movement speed as well with the TF allows them just to sort of move up in gold card. Gives them a lot of strength there. So will Gen.G go for the Nico here despite the bad lane matchup? You know, they obviously got the benefit last game of having Ash Seraphine into Lucian, which was a great time. No, they won't take the Nico. They'll take the Lulu. A little bit more survivable. A lot of scaling, but still not a great lane matchup in the 2v2.
Yeah.
But when you have Yunara, Lulu, I don't think they're overly bothered. As long as they survive lane, they'll have a lot of power later on.
Yeah, Lulu's OP.
Yeah.
I'm convinced Lulu's just insanely strong, especially with hyper carries, so I'm gonna have to wait and see as we have jungle and top left over, which will be the focus for both teams.
Yeah, and a lot of junglers were already banned. Kazakhstan coming through away from Raptor. Yeah.
It was Canyon who played that.
It's something
not
Canyon,
Raptor.
He's brought out in some high pressure series before. Kind of feels like sometimes Gen.G ban away picks are like, oh, I think this would be great here. This is what I would play here. Like the Mel last game.
And the other team is like, what?
I think the Jax honestly pretty high value here into the TF, so it makes sense to ban that one away. But the pool has definitely been thinned drastically already. I think Lee Sin for B&K FearX could actually be good. TF Lee Sin. You have the setup for the Sonic Wave.
It's like a D plus Kia comp.
Yeah.
It's like a Showmaker Lucid kind of duo. But obviously Raptor can play that very well as well. And there it is, called out and banned down.
I think as well, BNK FairX have the added difficulty since they're in the second pick of considering what is Keen going to play having counter pick. Gwen has been overlooked, by the way, I do want to say. Do you just ban the Gwen now? You did just ban Jax, so that Gwen is feeling even better.
Yeah.
And then you're banning Jace.
Oh.
Genji could just slam Gwen.
Maybe they want them to pick Gwen?
Right now. They could just pick it here, immediately.
Yeah. Well, there's some discussion here. Canyon also getting into the mix of that discussion. So maybe they're going to go for jungle here instead and hold counter pick. Aatrox.
It's technically a flex. You could honestly have picked Gwen and technically flexed it, even though we haven't seen Gwen jungle. But they are going to go for the Aatrox. Technically a flex, probably going to be in the jungle though. And now for BNK FairX, I think you have to pick the Gwen if you've gone for this. Now, is there going to be picks that could be picked into it and give it a hard time? 100%. But I think you have to do it. Because if you allow Gen G to have this composition with the Gwen in the end, it's going to be quite intimidating. I will say there's not a ton of CC on the side of Gen G. I'm not sure it's too concerning. BNK FairX have kind of just gone for a Death Wall composition. Run fast, pop up the Mundo, stun card someone,
play Gwen.
Take them out. They are going to play Gwen.
Gonna slam the Akali.
Yeah, that is the one pick that's kind of open that's like a great matchup into it. It's that or picking like a range pick into it.
And it's a Keen champ as well.
Yeah.
I mean, as of now, they have Aatrox as a frontline, but with Lulu, it might be enough. And there's not a lot of CC, as you mentioned, but there is gold card, and Akali doesn't do well into that, nor TF. So, just thinking about Gnar.
Yeah, I think it was you either commit to the Akali or you just go like a range top into it. Probably the case. And they are just going to go a range top. Honestly, I think BNK FairX, I was a little concerned about some things. You know, the fact that they banned like some of the matchups for Gwen, they telegraphed they wanted Gwen and they didn't have first pick after the bans. But Gen G just kind of said, you know, you can have Gwen. We will just pick Gnar into it. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I think BNK FairX pretty okay with this. Much better than last draft. The bar very low for that one. You know, bot lane is going to have prio, strong mid-game spike. You have TF to make plays around. Mundo Gwen is a great front line. If you get late in the game, there's going to be a lot of power there. And on the other side, I think Gen G, as much as you have this Yanara Lulu, you know, Gwen can be a big problem. I am interested to see the Mel, though. Obviously, she had a bunch of changes because she was quite oppressive, and they kind of semi-reworked her.
So the sign says she got into Seoul National University, which is technically the best university in all of South Korea. Definitely one of the top 3 at the very least. So big congratulations to that fan, Gen G fan. And also, you know, take a little rest on Saturday and then come in on Sunday and look for the victory for BNK, which is pretty interesting. I don't think I understood the dates on that one. But either way, looks like we are just about ready to hop onto the Rift here for game number 3. We'll see if Gen G can get the clean sweep or if BNK's Death Ball comp will be good enough to get them at least one win in the series. Let's hop onto the Rift. Alrighty, game 3. As whoever wins this series, just want to highlight this once again. They will be going to first stand as the first representative from the LCK.
First standers.
Yes, the first standers at first stand. And because we have 2 seeds, rather, thanks to Home LA Esports last year, I believe that we are the region that shows their seed first.
Oh, if he comes in and smites this.
Looks like he will. No. Very close.
But now he has smite still.
Yeah. Well, that's going to be that, and the timing is perfect on the little ones.
It's such a tilter.
All right, now go between the turrets and take the wolves. No, don't do that.
I mean, he just did the Raptors so quick.
Yeah. That's Aatrox.
I think if he had gotten the smite off on the red, Raptor would legally be allowed to just leave.
Yeah, he's not in breach of contract if he just gives up after that.
He just is allowed to stand up and leave the building.
Yeah. We would all understand, honestly.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yeah, I mean,
I get it.
a rough time.
I get it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. It is what it is.
Yeah, I'm a bit concerned about this mid lane matchup. This does not seem a fun time for the TF. Because they did change Mel a good amount. Because they felt like a lot of the kit was unfun to play against. Low counterplay. With like her root and stuff. It was like a massive semi-rework, basically. Like, they changed the W as well.
Wait, her E is called Solar Snare?
Yeah.
We already have Solar Flare, and there's Solar Snare? That's crazy.
They also changed her W.
Hello.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Like, a W no longer provides damage anymore. It has like a shield now. And her E, the root is smaller. There's a lot of things changed, ultimately, but she did get a bit more damage in return in some areas for these changes. But I think just generally the lane matchup into a TF isn't a fun time. And the recourse, right, is you're going to try and... You want to stun card as TF? How are you supposed to ever stun card? I mean, you just try to red card, and what happens?
Well, Vikla, at least he's got Raptor nearby. He's still taking an immense amount of damage.
You throw a card at the Mel, and she just reflects it. And then wins the trade on top of what, you know, the reflected card. And now Canyon is like, okay, well, my mid laner just dumpstered your mid laner in trades. I'm going to push you out of your jungle and take your Raptors. Your name is Raptor.
He's taking Raptor.
Oh, man.
And now down a level here, Raptor can't really do all too much.
Yeah, also, Vikla has already TP'd back to lane. Chovy hasn't. Chovy stayed in lane, still has TP. Look at the state of this mid lane. This is Vikla post-TP.
Yeah, Vikla doesn't really have any choice but to stay here and hope that he doesn't die. He should be okay, but...
How bad does the lane have to be
missing CS
to get to the point where Vikla is legally allowed to leave? I mean, he is playing TF, so, you know, at 6, he can just ult somewhere else.
We've had mid laners go 0-8 and not leave, so... I don't think you're ever allowed to leave the lane as a mid laner.
No reprieve for mid laners.
You just have to take it.
Just suffer.
Yeah. I mean, did pick mid lane. Keen is getting in here. And this is where the range comes in as Clear. He went for the trade, realized he was low, had to flash out. And now he's down his flash. So that means less kill pressure after he hits level 6 onto the mini Gnar.
Yeah, not ideal. Suboptimal, some might say. So we have a lot of pressure top lane from Keen, a lot of pressure mid from Chovy, a lot of pressure in the jungle. Although Raptor's kind of caught up so far. Bot lane's going good for BFX though. So that's nice. But you are into Yunara Lulu. And Rula did go cleanse, so, you know, we've seen a lot of situations where you would typically expect an AD carry to go cleanse, and they haven't because they're so determined, like, I need the barrier for lane, I need the extra shield to try and just make sure we can trade. Rula's like, no, I'm taking cleanse because the only CC BFX has is gold card, Karma Tether, and then it's literally just slows.
Yeah.
So the cleanse value is actually insane in this game.
Yeah, not because there's a lot of CC, but because it's extremely telegraphed and it's strong. So you just negate it entirely with one spell.
We often talk about, you know,
again, third time.
Every single Raptor. Raptor hasn't had a single Raptor camp this game.
Yeah.
Of his own. Yeah, so we've... Oh, Clear's looking for him.
And Clear doesn't have flash, but he's definitely going to bully him out, especially with Mundo coming over.
Saves the red. That's why Canyon isn't cold red.
Yeah.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no.
Oh boy. Couple more abilities, at least he's able to get away from that, has unsealed spellbook, so he was able to heal.
Yeah, so we often see compositions, you know, teams are like, I need Vi, I need Nautilus to shut down the Shannara. Having only cleansable CC and a very limited amount doesn't feel so good into Yunara, who has Lulu shielding to back it up.
Yeah.
One of my concerns I have for being K4X in this game.
Yeah. There's a chance still that if, you know, the Mundo gets fed, if Clear's in a good spot and has a lot of threat, they're very fast and they have tons of chase potential. So maybe you can just rush down the Yunara and burst her, but it's not very reliable engage. It's not going to be an easy time. I think if they do get ahead though and they control space and maybe they can turn, they should be in a good spot.
They want to get a lead and just try and control the game for the mid game, and they'll be in a good spot. They got that first dragon, which is big. Dragon stacking, definitely a way that you can put yourself in a good spot. The fact that the first one is Ocean, second Cloud. Hextech Soul would really be nice. Just pray for a Hextech Soul, you know?
But they did that last time and it was Mountain. They didn't really have as much momentum either in that one, so.
Yeah.
But at least they got the Drakes.
Yeah. Well, Canyon will pick up the grubs. And it's been a pretty slow... I mean, I feel like this is kind of going to be the case because until Vikla gets a chance to move, there's just not that much setup. Neither jungler is really a ganking jungler.
Well, it looks like pretty much every single needle missed. I think maybe the first one hit.
Yeah, I think
After that, yeah.
Keen doesn't do well with needles. It's like he has a phobia. He just avoided all of them.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not getting my jab today.
Yeah, probably a good idea. If you're an R and you're not taking damage as mini Gnar, like, what does the Gwen do? What does Clear do? Like, he's just here trying to farm the wave, and he's never going to have any kill threat.
But then Clear just dodges his ult, so it's kind of... But I feel like obviously the Gnar ult, they just throw that out whenever. It's such a short cooldown. But still, you know, it's kind of like, oh, you dodge my ult, I dodge yours, and nothing happens. So... Oh, Raptor's about. Oh, we're going to get some jungle cam contact. Oh, he wants some Raptors! He doesn't have Smite.
Who could have known?
Odds are low of him getting Raptors here.
Oh, he got like a couple of little ones.
Got the little chicken nuggets.
Yeah. Well, he doesn't have Reflect.
Stun cards himself again. Oh, round 2?
Yeah, there's the root. I think Vikla's just, yeah, that... You know, I saw that one coming a long way away. It seemed like Vikla did not. He really wanted that turret plate, and he did get it, though.
Yeah. Well,
maybe he's just tilted playing into Mel.
I have nothing to add to that play. I have no doubt they'll show as a replay.
Yeah.
But, again, don't think I have much to add to it. So,
if you don't have anything nice to say... Don't say anything at all. Ruler's getting poked out a little bit here. And that's about it. Oh, lots of briefcases coming through.
Good damage, good harass. Force them out. And they've gotten a lot of plates in this bot lane. Haven't really gotten a huge CS lead, though. Only 13 CS up is not as sizable as maybe you'd hope with this Ezreal Karma into Yunara Lulu matchup.
Raptor's getting in there. I mean, there's not really much that Genji can do without Ruler.
Like, when you think about taking this matchup and you think about, you know, Gnar having a bigger lead in the top lane, Mel having a bigger lead in the mid lane. Oh, like...
This time the needles are connecting.
Well, most of them.
Yeah, the first couple of...
Keen didn't get the follow-up shots, you know.
Yeah. Oh, we are going to see the replay.
I guess he thought that... I guess he thought Chovy didn't have enough mana.
Also, Vikla did ult on the play, which Chovy did note there. Second dragon goes in its Infernal Soul for BNK.
Okay, I mean, that's big, right?
Feels pretty good.
Especially with Ezreal, right? I think combos really well with him. The extra poke damage. So, you know, fingers crossed they can stack up more of those dragons. We'll see. Oh,
Yeah.
some big damage onto Duro here.
Still not enjoying their time very much. Down in the bottom lane.
Raptor on the Raptors.
He's gonna get a full
Uncontested.
Raptor camp. I'm so happy for him.
Living the dream.
Meanwhile, a little rotation down, but Canyon is coming down. Duro takes a huge amount of damage. Raptor just trying to run out of here, but now Jovi rotating down.
Oh, he's gonna passive. You're gonna have to flash.
Yep.
Oh,
There it is, disengage cone.
he's fine.
At least he knew it was there and was able to play around it well, so.
Yeah, got a little bit of an overstep. I feel like it's Mundo with your ult especially, you feel so safe, but the
You got a
yank
stack
back.
of heart seal though.
Oh, so worth it. Honestly, even if you died, that's what we're playing for right now.
He died to Chovy, maybe he gets a second stack, you know?
True.
Then that's like giga value.
Yeah. We also, because it's Infernal Rift, you get the stacking ability haste on the Cinders, so more stacking available. It's a stacking game. That's what we're playing for right now.
Stackosaurus Rex.
Dura going for Ardent Sensor, not going for the Mikhail's first. Which I personally would, even though you have the cleanse, I would have gone for Mikhail's just because, I mean, you can use it on everyone, but also you cleanse a stun card, and what the B&K FRX do?
Try to run at you.
Yeah, I mean, they will do that.
Sprint in a straight line right at you.
But, you know, maybe Rula said, build me Ardent Sensor. And he said, yes, sir. I could see that being a scenario.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
I think if Rula asked me to build Ardent Sensor, I would.
Yeah, I don't think you'd have much say in that. As our junglers are just babysitting bottom lane. This is their job. I know technically they are junglers, but actually they're babysitters. First and foremost.
I think the nice thing about the Aatrox into the Mundo is you can actually proc the passive with the Q, and then he gets yanked back anyway. Ardent Sensor completed. You know, a long time ago...
Turret's about to get completed too.
Yeah. Okay, Rula is just getting chunked out right now. It feels like they're alternating resets between them.
Yeah.
When people get low. Chovy's trying to get some more damage mid. Overgrowth going to get some chunking done here.
That turret is going down on this next wave. As we have backs here from Ruler and Duro, and Diablo picks up a big amount of gold. This is definitely a good start for the bottom lane. Really big issue, though, is that Genji are still ahead on gold after all of that on the bottom side of the map because Keen is 1,000 gold ahead.
Yeah.
This just keeps happening.
Yeah, he is just he's just really keen.
His 4 plates in top lane.
He's just kind of... You know, I think this was the thing, is B&K FRX kind of telegraphed they were going to pick the Gwen. We saw it, Genji saw it.
Yeah.
And I think Genji were just like, we can just pick whatever into it. There's some teams who are like, we can just pick Gwen into anything, and there's some teams who are like, we can just pick whatever into Gwen. And I think, you know, Genji is both of those teams because they have Keen.
Yeah, it's not fair when your top laner always wins.
It's a bit unbalanced.
He's feeling a lot better today compared
Yes.
to the series against DK.
He's feeling pretty good. He's in pretty good form.
Yeah.
Very wealthy right now. B&K FRX trying to set up the mid, get some pressure on the tower. Backing off now. It's 25 seconds until the Dragon. B&K FRX, Dragon win con is a great one. If you can get that, phenomenal. But they do have to now deal with this Herald.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy to deal with this, as we do have no TP for Keen. And actually, Nicholas just going to get here first, so it's a 5v4 in favor of B&K for now, as Keen is trying to run on up, but they don't quite get any picks. Finally, they're going to get Chovy, and the damage is there from the Gwen, as now Keen arrives with the Meganar, is going to find Raptor, and that's the jungler, who they do take out as Canyon, just going insane mode on the Aatrox. As that's going to force the flash here from Diablo. The wall hits him, but he is living for so long. Ruler has to flash into range just to be greedy, and he's not going to get the kill as Clear clears the entirety of Gen G after the fact.
Maybe they should have dealt with the Gwen in a different way. Seems like Critical Mass might have just been hit with all those kills being picked up. And I think Chovy could have taken the Herald. Actually, the charge got started, so maybe he couldn't. Maybe the plan was to. But Chovy gets ran down. You know, the Reflect comes in early, stun card follows, he goes down. And then Gen G try and continue the play. They do get Raptor in this situation. I think this is okay, but Canyon commits more, but doesn't find Vikla. And then Keen tries to follow, looks for Diablo here. Such low health bars. Ooh. And look how low Ruler is. He wants this so bad. Ah! Oh, man.
There you go.
Love to see it from Vikla.
And this is huge momentum for BNK. This is exactly what they needed.
Keen was 1,100 gold ahead. He is now 300 gold down.
No, he's 300 gold up.
Oh, I misread that. Okay, I'm trolling.
It's still a giant chunk.
Okay.
The point still stands.
I misread that. 800 gold, not 1,400. That would have been really crazy.
I mean, it's still a Gwen that immediately comes back into the game. It's 2-0 and 3.
Still a lot of gold. It is Vikla, though, who's 1,400 gold up. That's a big lead.
Yeah. I mean, he is TF and also got a triple kill in the last fight, so...
Okay, Clear is very scary, though.
Yeah. Once he gets Dusk and Dawn, I mean, Keen was doing great in the lane, but once you hit those item spikes, it will become increasingly difficult for Keen to deal with it.
I love how I talked about what did caster casing, and then I just... Oh my god. I did it myself.
We're all very capable caster cursors, it turns out.
That was an impressive one.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
I see you're trying to live up to the Chronicler ability level.
Yeah. The thing is, the difference between me and him is I won't sit there and pretend, no, it's not real. It's not a thing.
He'll just acknowledge the true fact, which is very obvious.
I did that. That was me.
Yeah.
And now, Diablo's on a big spike with the Triforce Muramana fully stacked. Vikla, he's got Lich Bane and Rod of Ages. If he gets the Rapid Fire Cannon as well, which he's already ahead, he's definitely leaning towards... He should have that pretty soon. He's going to be in such a good spot. He's going to be so strong on those 3 items. So BNK FearX in a great spot. If they get those 3 items for that 4th Dragon fight, that could be the angle for BNK FearX.
Well, this is the angle to take out the Gwen. You call over your Aatrox and say, let's do it, as Keen gonna go Mega. And that means there's no kill potential, and that is a shutdown for Keen as he tries to work his way back to 1,000 gold in the lead.
Yeah. It's just flip-flopping, you know. I feel like we always see the team gold graphs. We never get the player gold graphs. Yeah. But I feel like the Keen Clear player gold graph must be pretty crazy right now.
Yeah. It definitely is. As they're trying to rotate and take out Chovy.
Oh, they want to kill him.
You know, he's only got one way to... yeah, he's got the gold card, but can he deal with Raptor? The ult's going to come out, and they give the kill over to Diablo. And a very easy dive here for BNK.
Yeah. Oh, you noticed that Vikla didn't get an assist on that? I mean, obviously, like, the stun card's reflected, you know?
Yeah.
But it's, didn't...
Should have ulted.
Yeah, unlucky.
Should not have ulted. He is going to pick up all those cinders after getting the turret as well. That's got to feel good.
So he should, I would think, after getting this wave, probably have rapid fire. Yes, maybe, perhaps. Yes. He also has 8-stack Dark Seal.
Magias,
great spot.
4th. Feels very Showmaker-esque. I think you're... he's going to stick around. Maybe he needed one more wave for the item. Not sure if he actually got it, though. So he's just going to back and maybe wait a little bit. Sticking around in the in the fountain. Very invested to see if he gets this. I mean, he must be, if he's sticking around for that long.
Yeah. The fact he's waiting.
Surely.
Any moment now. But he didn't buy... He has a slot open. He didn't buy the Zeal and then complete it. He's like, no, I'm waiting for the full thing.
There it is.
And there we go. Big item. to have completed that extra range, going to make things really difficult and uncomfortable for Gen G.
In a minute until Infernal.
The fact you're not getting it just before the Dragon, the fact you have some bonus time, means you're set up well in advance and you can use it to control the space ahead of it. Really hard for Gen G to approach. Remember, they have a Lulu support without a Mikhail, so if Duro tries to approach to get vision, he's getting stun card, could just die. And Vikla had such a rough starting time in the laning phase. He did not have a fun time against Joseph V in lane. Things going much better now.
Yeah. This is kind of funny how Diablo and Callan can just sit there, give him like a Mantra Inspire and just have at it and essentially just try to hit him with Mystic shots, and there's really not much that they can do about it. Crit Cloak here for Ruler. But that's about all he gets on his back. So a lot of pressure in mid. And now Vikla might be in a little bit of trouble. We have TP coming in. The gold card actually is going to save him. And now, you know, TP coming in from BNK. We got Chovy and Canyon already pretty low. Look at Chovy. He's not really able to do much. Just getting run down by the Mundo. He's already dead. And now we got the Destiny coming out. They're looking to pile in onto the Aatrox. So much healing there from Canyon. But I think eventually, right, they should just take him out. As there it is, the cards get it done, and that's the end. And maybe just Infernal Soul for BNK.
Yep, that should be a secured, currently contested. The attempt to get a pick on a Vikla, you could see the logic from it from Gen G, but Vikla had summons, had a way of disengaging, and all of BNK FearX moved in to collapse in return. Vikla as well, notice so that he actually red cards, well, initially gold cards Canyon. Oh, never mind.
Well, I guess Keen is also dead. I'm not really sure why he's still down here after the Drake was taken, but that's going to be a free kill on top of it all.
Well, he's just gone. Not sure if we're going to see the replay of what happened. Oh, we will go back in this. So he gold cards Canyon to get some space, Ghost as well. And then he red cards Canyon here. So Chovy can't reflect it, and it slows him. Catches him as well, and Raptor just runs him down. Nothing he can really do or outplay in that situation. And immediately, Gen G know it's kind of cooked, right? Canyon tries to turn it around, but he's 1v3 right now, clears zoning the rest off.
Meanwhile, Ruler might just die. Tons of shielding does come through, though, and Ruler will survive, and that's going to be the end of Diablo, as he does get ulted from afar by Chovy.
Not a necessary play.
Yeah, I mean, this game is not over, even though you do have the Infernal Soul, BNK.
You're into a Lulu Yunara. You are 2-0 down in the series, I want to remind you, BNK FearX. Relevant information. Diablo feeling himself a little bit. He's like, I got that Infernal Soul. I can Arcane Shift into melee range. You can. Absolutely, you can do that. You shouldn't do that. You should not do that. Let's go a little replay of how that happened. Okay, so you got slowed. The Q did so much damage, he was like, I'm going in.
It was pretty close, you know?
Not a
in Diablo's eyes.
Not a needed play.
Yeah.
He didn't bait his flash, though. In terms of summoners, they did trade up.
And here we go once again.
Ow.
Oh, my goodness. He's trying to play the game.
Dig the turret!
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
He has Magi's, too. That could have been 4 stacks. Diablo's getting in there. He is a mobile turret right now.
There's literally a binding you can set to target. You can actually, so you can't target turrets.
Yeah.
Target champions only. You can actually set it so you can't target turrets.
Well, they're going to look to take down the Baron anyway. And
okay.
Ruler doesn't have sums and he's not here. So I think they can just get it. A little bit of shenanigans here as they're trying to keep Gen G out of the pit and anywhere near it. No root comes down. Vikla is going to get flashed on, actually, but he just runs away, utilizes the walk strategy, and they cannot get on top of him. BK, they get the Baron, and they're going to pick up 2 kills. Gen G kind of floundering and struggling to make their way into the pit, and they're going to pay a deep price for this one, as that will be the reflection here from Chovy, but the chase is still on. Again, BNK very good at just running at them, and that's going to be Duro going down. And Chovy soon to follow, just throws out an ult. And at least Ruler gets away, but BNK are dominating now.
Yeah, I don't think I could have handled it if they'd ended up losing that passage of play on the back of the card on the turret. But fortunately, Ruler not able to get there in time. And BNK FearX managed to control the space pretty well. Genji trying to rush in here, but the 80 carry is late. Keen trying to approach, has the Mega Knot available. They end up looking for Vikla. But he just manages to disengage here. Canyon dives onto him with the ult with the movement speed. They get stunned. Flashes forward, but Vikla gets out of the tether range. And the Aatrox just doesn't achieve anything. You know, this comp is such limited setup, limited engage. And it was kind of just run at them. And then it's this awkward chase down. Here, Vikla stun cards Chovy and just backs off. It's like, I'll tank the stun. My job here is done. I'm just going to push mid. I freed up my 80 carry to play hyper aggressive now because he knows his Mystic Shots won't hit him in the face.
Yeah. And that's exactly where you want your Diablo to be if you are Vikla. And they still have Baron here. 6,000 gold Red Bull Baron power play, and they're not done yet. And they should be able to take down this top inhibitor. And the poke is just too much for them to handle. Diablo's popping off, and, well, Raptor kind of tanking everything, but
he's pretty tanky.
He is Mundo, so he does that pretty well.
They have good pressure right now.
Keen. I mean, even the TF is just doing insane amounts of damage, has 16 stacks on the Jais.
Very fed.
And he has Infernal Soul, which just adds so much on top of everything else. Just a couple of mistakes from Genji at key moments, and BNK playing a really strong series. Looks like, yeah, Roller just has to run away again. And that's kind of been his role so far, as that's it's going to be the Nard down as well. And BNK, they're just keeping him at arm's length and saying we can do whatever we want.
There's no easy way to close distance. They just don't have engage.
Yeah, just don't really have an option, especially with Keen in Mininar. So Canyon just going to kind of frontline for them, and that will be the end of this game. BNK still alive in the series, and they will take a game off of Gen G. We finally have a series on our hands.
Keen there. You see, like, Keen was bullying him out in lane, and he ended up doing more damage than him. Diablo as well in the Ezreal. Played like an absolute psychopath. Never change.
In a positive way.
Never change.
Yeah.
가보자. 세게 하자.
오케이. 누나라, 야, 그 천천히 해봐. 룰루 공도 빠졌어, 얘네.
유나는 정확 받았어.
3라인 넣으면
괜찮아. 야, 나로 노공.
대근이 귀엽다.
괜찮아. 타워 치면서 볼게. 유나 노공이야.
포킹.
타워 치면서.
포킹.
야, 라인 써봐. 라인 쓰면 끝난다.
공 없어. 나 실드 2초.
나 W 6초. 볼카 들고 있어, 이제.
나 골카 있어.
하트 막아줄게. 하트 막아줄게.
아트부터.
나를 높여?
내 쪽 찌른다.
나 끝나긴 한데.
나이스.